All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I just came across this precept that I've been experiencing that I never really knew of, So you learn something new every day. As it relates to the scriptures, man. So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. Amen. I was just doing a lesson the other day talking about this as it relates to my so-called family and how just experiencing that when you are prospering, people, I mean, everyone knows this, man. When you up, especially with our people, man, you got friends and women and everybody reverence you, everybody respects you. But let some type of adversity come upon that man and watch the fake be revealed, man. All right. And it's something that I'm going through with my so-called family, starting with my quote unquote biological father and and his wife, my mother. And she's not my birth mother, but she's always been my mother. But hey, man, when I was a pretty boy, when I was in the world, when I was in the military, when I was prospering, hey, man, it was just all reverence. I didn't have to repeat myself not one time. But as soon as the Lord started taking me through them storms to chasten me, judge me, and ultimately, Lord willing, get me to a certain level to receive salvation, I mean, they turned their back on me, man. And I've done videos on this a lot, throughout the time I've been in the truth, from being locked up about petty things a lot. I've been to jail a lot from my own parents. And just, they're just a spirit of strife, disdain. There's been times where they wouldn't even let me in the house, you know what I mean, in their house. And I'm talking about I'm an adult, just based off of me not prospering, man. All right. So this is very, very important as it relates to what we're getting ready to go through for you brothers that have, friends and family, etc., as well as just the rest of the world. All right. Right now, things may be calm to a certain degree, but once we get in Jacob's trouble and that persecution comes upon us, man, you're going to see how many people turn their back on you and actually become your adversary. All right, become your enemy. Hell, what we understand, pretty much the whole damn world is going to be against us, man. Everybody that takes that mark of the beast, including your family. Do you think that your whole entire family, now the Lord could, hey, very well have mercy, and I'm talking about your cousins, aunties, all them. When I say your whole family, do you think that all of them are not going to take that mark of the beast? Somebody in your family definitely is likely to take that mark of the beast, man, more than not. So, man, you're gonna see them, turn you in, all right, snitch on you, etc., and it's gonna blow your mind, man, to actually experience that. Now we're prepared for that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, by hearkening unto the words that the Lord did teach us through this Bible, man. But again, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 8, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity, man. So that adversity is good that we're going through this, because we're seeing who's with us and who isn't. Our Akim, all right, our brothers, all right, we're able to see that we're standing strong through the spirit during adversity, because we're all in places that we don't really want to be in. We're all lower than we necessarily want to be in. We don't have the riches and fame and fortune and the talent, utilizing those talents to get those riches and things like that, to chase the bag. So we're in a place of adversity, and right now we're able to see who's with us, man. And it sure isn't these pretenders that say that they claim themselves to be believers, man. The so-called Christians, etc., whatever false religion they're involved in, man. And we're able to see who our true brothers and sisters are, man. It's the ones that continue to call upon Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashah. It's the ones that can get rebuked and still show love unto their brother. The one that can put out rebuke, give that rebuke, that correction, with the spirit of love, and continue on, be charitable to a brother, man. All right. If you at a certain, I mean, I've seen it with my own eyes. $20, man. I've asked my uncle, man, and I've gotten treated like I was a crackhead. When I first started to go through my storm, when I first got out the military, going to Iraq 3 times before I turned 21, I went to Iraq 3 times before I was 21 years old, man. And my uncle, he's a veteran. He was over there at Desert Storm, and during the Operation Iraqi Freedom, Enduring Freedom thing. Well, not Enduring Freedom, but Iraqi Freedom. And so we supposed to be brothers in arms. You know what I mean? Never did anything to that brother. He knew my situation. And I asked that brother for $20 on, it was Veterans Day, man. We was hanging out, and I was absolutely just going through a storm where I didn't have any money. And the Lord had blessed us with a spirit of discernment. The look on that brother's face, man, he looked at me like I was a crackhead, man, like I was gonna spend that damn money on crack. And it was just disgusting. It made me sad. I was very sad about it, a little angry, all the emotions, man. But it shows you now when I was in the army, prospering, and again being a pretty boy, because that's what I used to do, man. I always dress in a certain way. I always got my hair laid out, waves, when that was the thing, 360 waves, all that old shit. The latest and greatest jewelry, got a little Benz, all that stuff, stunting on them. You know how it goes, man. But, basically prospering to a certain degree. Everybody be with you. And I seen him, my uncle was with me. So let's hang out, let's do this. Everybody speaking highly of me. Now, I'm telling you, it's the exact opposite. Everybody, him, his daughter, my parents, other, their whole generation, my cousin, they've all kind of talked about me like a dog, man, just for speaking the truth and just for going through my own personal storm, man. I've seen, my family turn their back on me. I had testified, and there was a lot more to it. And I don't want to really get into it in this epistle, but my parents had sent me to jail, quote unquote, let them tell it, for breaking for property damage. That's what we'll call it. But basically we had got into it because I was telling the truth. They flipped out. My father flipped out on me, and things got a little heated, and I broke a fucking lawn gnome. All right, it wasn't a lawn gnome, it was a cement little statue that's supposed to be an angel, and y'all already know about the graven images and things. So it was a real idol, something that's supposed to look like an angel. Look, how those little angel babies and things. Yeah, I broke that shit. The Lord had me break that shit into pieces, man, during that little heated argument. And I ended up going to jail about it, man. Then I called to reach out to my auntie. Again, this auntie that I'm referring to have spoken highly of me all the days I've been on this earth, man. Actually, I can tell, because I was the pretty boy. I am my grandmother's what we call her, youngest grandson, man. And then there's one female that's younger than me, but I am the baby boy, and I got a lot of cousins. So they have always reverenced me, special. You know what I mean? My auntie that always her favorite nephew. I can tell she treat me better than she treat her own children. They a little rough around the edges, some of my cousins, man. So I've always gotten a little special treatment. I've always pulled up in my auntie, and there's always somebody getting cussed out, man. But when I pop up, they've never cussed. It's always nice, speaking highly. Oh, I used to dance, watch them dance, all this shit. And then, man, when I was locked up, bro, for telling the truth, because that's ultimately what it was, what we got into it about. I was telling the truth, man. Doesn't matter what the subject was. I was telling the truth to my father. They had spirits on them. They're not praying and fasting to get those spirits. It manifest. It pricked their wicked spirits, and they decided to go ahead and agree to lock me on up. So here I am going back to my apartment, getting a fucking phone call from the police officer talking about he on his way to get me. You know what it feels like? And this is the day. I don't even want to get into it, man. But the whole point, I was in jail, and I reached out to my auntie, my supposed to be her favorite nephew, and I'll never forget the lack of concern, man, that she had. It pissed me off. It made me sad. It made me freak out, because I never saw that. This is, early in the truth for me, man. I never saw my family do that before. And the spirit just is touching on me to continue to talk about this, man. These situations, because it's gonna come down the pipeline for you brothers that haven't experienced this. Y'all better be ready for this, man. I never seen nothing like that. Again, I'm talking about I'm the favorite, dog. I'm not even gonna cap y'all, man. I used to be the favorite because I was the one with you know, the pretty boy with the talent. I could dance, man. I used to, I'm not saying pretty boy, man. I used to make my own clothes, man. Custom. I was wearing custom Air Force Ones in like middle school, man. So they was always just in awe about how I dressed and how I carried myself, and just always teeth white, just all just shining. And when I got in that damn jail cell, man, and I reached out to my auntie, man, she just had this spirit on her, man, of just she just didn't give a fuck. Like, and nobody wanted to get me out there. They was gonna leave me in there to fucking rot about a goddamn lawn gnome, bro. That's why it's supposed to be an angel, but I'm gonna just put it in the category of a lawn gnome. It was a piece of crap. It was in the back. It wasn't like it was sitting out in the front. It was just sitting in the corner somewhere. They got all pissy because I was telling the truth, and decided to call the police on me. Now I'm locked up in this motherfucking cage with these idiots and these animals, and I'm reaching out to my family, with the spirit of humility, because I don't want to be here. And I felt like I wasn't being a damn, criminal. We supposed to be family, and I was already on probation for dealing with my military experience, and going off on people, man. All right, I wasn't being a menace out here, but I snapped a lot, man, when I first got out of the military, so it got me in a bit of trouble. So I was on probation, and I wasn't supposed to be getting in any type of trouble. And these again, adversity is the whole point. Once I started going to the adversity, I saw my family show themselves to be my enemy. It is what it is. My mother, my mama, my dad, and my aunties, man, they became my enemies. I saw that they was gonna leave me in there to rot. So guess what happened to me? I had to sleep on the mat. I was in a cell with two other guys. I had to sleep on the floor. And once my auntie showed me that, and the Lord showed me that, through that discernment, I got to it through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Habashah. And you talk about praying without ceasing, because I know my daddy was going to leave me in there. But I prayed on that mat as much as a man could have prayed, man. All right. I'm talking about all day, every day that I was in there. Just praying, begging the Lord in my mind, because again, I got these two dudes in my cell, so I'm not praying aloud, but I'm on that mat just begging the Lord to deliver me, to deliver me, to deliver me. And eventually he put the spirit, and I know that it wasn't my father, it was the spirit of the Lord that he put on my father, to get me out. And I knew my father was full of shit, because he didn't even get me. He left my car keys there. He paid, the Lord make him pay, for my bond or whatever, and I didn't even see him. You know what I mean? I didn't even see him. He just gonna drop my car keys off, and that was it, because he knew that he had did some wrong shit, and it was the Lord that gave him that guilt trip. Boy, your son could have went to prison, with that type of behavior. You know what I mean? It was just crazy. It was just absolutely crazy. I'm leaving a lot out, but I want to just stick to the theme of the epistle about, again, Ecclesiastes 12:8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, all right? And an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity, because people, especially ours, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we see that, all day, every day. People are with you when you prosper, when you got money, when you got some fame, fortune, some stature about yourself. Yeah, I mean, that could be a thing too, man. Let you be on swole, all right, and see how much reverence you get from man, woman, and child. Everybody reverence a man that's swole, man. They got some stature, some muscles about them. Go ahead and get fat, or go ahead and lose that weight and look like a scarecrow, and see how much shit people talk about you. I experienced that. Again, I was in the military, so we're in great shape. And then people, once I started to lose that weight, lose that muscle mass, and once I started fasting for you, how about Shema, how shall my transgressions, the Akim, etc. You're gonna lose a little bit of muscle mass, man. And I'm not stuffing my face all day. I'm not eating like a bodybuilder, so I have lost a lot of weight. So you just see, women will fire you up. They will fire you up Okay, about your stature, man. That's the same thing, man. All right, so whenever you prosper in any type of way, it don't have to just be money, man. It could be whatever, beauty, right? And that goes both ways. Let's take it for a female, man. It be the same thing. You think you got friends, or everybody's with you, go ahead and let the Lord put you in a tragic accident, or put some disease, cancer, or something upon you, and see how many people reverence you then. See how many people think you're a beautiful hot girl then. All right. And the same thing, man. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. Once you start going to that adversity, thus saith Yahweh Bahashim Shah, that enemy, your enemies, is going to be revealed. And it could very well be your wife, man. All right. That happens a lot. A lot of so-called marriages get busted up because of financial situations, man. Financial hardships. When you're prospering, you're doing good as a man, supposed to be the leader. Oh, the woman will reverence you all day. She loves it when you can do for her, when you have provided a bit of peace and luxury. It could be from, just daily bread to, really living lavishly. A woman gonna be with you. Let your ass lose your job, bro, or lose your source of income, and see how pissy she starts to get around that house, to the point she'll get so pissy that you guys will end up getting a divorce, man. You'll get this reverence, you'll get your back rub, you'll get baby this, baby that, you'll get your submission. She'll submit to you, physically. She'll, what I mean, walk in the house, she's on you. Let it be the opposite, and watch every little thing she calling out, talking shit. Pick this up. I'm not fucking washing your clothes. It's the same thing, man. And you will see that because you're not prospering, this woman don't really fucking love you, man. Same thing with anybody else that's supposed to be your so-called friends or family, man. You'll see that they don't really care about you, man. All right. And when that adversity come, and we need it. Hell, we need adversity, and we're going through it now. And guess what? Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Hawashah, we're able to see who our enemies are a little bit. Now, it hasn't fully manifested, but you brothers should have a discernment about yourself to see when you came into this truth and you started proclaiming the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, and denouncing, those false religions, how your friends and family kind of, got away from you, shunned you, whatever they did. It just ignored it. Every brother has went through that, and you see that y'all not the same. You see we not the same. They're not like us. I'm not trying to be funny off that song, oh boy, yeah, they not like us. They're not like us. Seriously, they're different. They're fake. And it's that adversity that's going to reveal that, man. All right. Let's go to back that up. Ecclesiasticus. Also Sirach 13 and verse 23. Check this out. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, man. And look what he saith. Look at Steve Harvey, 50 Cent, Tyler Perry. Man, these niggas can, whatever they talking about, the whole world listen to them because they're a rich man. Here you got the prophets out prophesying day in, day out on a daily basis collectively. We are prophesying, teaching, rebuking on a daily basis collectively. All right. Nobody's listening to us besides the Lord's hopeful elect. There's niggas out here that like Vocal Malone that's listening to us in order to try to persecute us, in order to try to build a case against us, right? And try to, pinpoint what we're saying that's wrong, but they're not really with us, man. All right. And again, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he said, they extol it to the clouds, man. They it's in high regard when a rich man speaketh, man. Anybody in the industry, that's why they doing all that bullshit with this election. Oh, your girl Harris, Usher was up there, fucking Lizzo, and a whole bunch of other. Eminem was just up there. Yeah, I just saw these three people this week: Lizzo, Eminem, and Usher, bro. Why? Because these idiots regard what a rich man saith, man, and they extol it to the clouds. But what about a poor man, which we are likened unto poor men right now, man? All right, the Lord give us our daily bread, but we liken unto poor men. But if the poor man speak, they say, "What fellow is this?" That's what they saying to us. Who the hell are y'all? And it could be your own family. I was just talking, it could be your own wife when you go through adversity. Nigga, who the F is you, nigga? Now you a nigga. It used to be king, you know? Used to be bae. Used to be boo. Now I'm just a nigga that's getting on your nerves. You see what I'm saying? But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow them. If is that not what the Lord is having me testify to you, brothers and sisters, about? They will help. So they was all in cahoots. My mom, my daddy, my auntie, the rest of my family to lock me up. It was only the will of the Lord. You know, it was the will of the Lord that I went, and it was because it didn't do nothing but make me stronger. All right. You know what I mean? It didn't do nothing but make me stronger. It accomplished nothing. Whatever they was trying to accomplish when it didn't work. It's just like Daniel, you know, Daniel in the lion's den, man. Those brothers in that fiery furnace, man. They try to do something and it don't do nothing but give you another reason to get judged, man. All right, what fellow was this, man? And if he stumbled, they will help to overthrow throw him. And that's what I experienced. That I got plenty of testimonies about this, man. There's just one, you know, that the Spirit is making me say. But yeah, I can testify to this, man. This is true, man. This is true. You know, they will help overthrow us, and it's definitely gonna manifest for all the hopeful elect, man. When Jacob's trouble is here and the enemy comes in like a madman sparing none, and we hold on to our faith and not take that mark of the beast and continue, you know, we're gonna be looked at as enemies of the state, man. Terrorists, all these things, man. A gang, whatever, you know, of just people that's against Babylon the Great, the so-called USA. And you know, your friends, your damn family, people that know you, your co-workers, man, they gonna all band together and try to, you know, seek to do us harm, man. Seek to take our lives. And Lord willing, man, hey, that's when that action movie is really gonna step up a notch, man. All right, the final act, man, is on the way once they start that bullshit. Cause we pray and hope that the Lord does lift up that standard on behalf of His hopeful elect, and grant us with spiritual power so we can do miracles on behalf of the glory of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And it's just gonna go down from there. Punk ass family, punk ass wife. You know, if she do show herself not to be with you, your punk ass wife, your punk ass kids, they're gonna turn their back on you, man. I'm telling you, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Hawashai. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Hawashai, not me. I am testifying from my own experience, but the Lord had already told us this, man. A man's foe should be that day of his own household, man. Your mama, your anybody, your own house. If you brother got your own personal family, you got your own kids, you got your own helpmeet, your wife. It could very much go down that way. Got to be prepared, man. Got to keep your eye focused on the shepherd, which is Yahweh Shai. So no matter what we hear, no matter what's said about us, we gonna keep hearing our shepherd, man, and we just gonna move towards him, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem and Yahweh Shai. All right. And last but not least, man, we have to remember this in relation to that adversity. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12. And it reads, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. There it is. If we suffer, so this is about suffering. So that adversity is they go hand in hand. Suffering, adversity. We have to go through these things in order to reign with Yahweh Shai. If we don't, and everybody's our freaking friend, man, then we liken unto the world. And the Lord taught us, man, if we friends with the world, we enemy against Yahweh Shema Yahweh Shai. So the hell with these people, the hell with what they think, man. We know what we speak through faith is the truth. We know Yahweh, what Yahweh Shai is real. And they will all the power. All powerful, in that they're gonna move things around on behalf of the hopeful elect if we suffer. All right, so we got to remember that adversity is gonna come. You know, adversity is here at a certain level for all of us, and we have to know, man, that a friend cannot be known in prosperity. So I'm glad we're not prospering right now. Now we're gonna pray and ask for that daily bread, and we may, you know, feel inclined to ask for a little bit more if our heart, you know, that's between that brother and Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, how much a brother asks for. But we ain't tripping about not being rich and famous right now. All that'll come, man. So right now, overall, we're suffering for this for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. Definitely Yahweh Shai. If we suffer, we should also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. So, we got to keep on calling and trusting in Yahweh, Bahashim, and Hawashah during that time of adversity. Some of you brothers may have to, if you haven't experienced that yet, man, some of you brothers may have to get the handcuffs put on you and get put up in the paddy wagon and put in jail, man. Some of you brothers may be, including myself, in a camp, isolation camp, internment camp, whatever the damn name for them things called, um, a FEMA camp. You know what I mean? Or brothers may be on the run. It's all gonna be adversity, and the Lord has warned us, man. All right. If we serve the Lord, prepare. If you come to serve the Lord, prepare. Prepare for temptation, man. All right, prepare for temptation, and a lot of that temptation is gonna come from that adversity and people talking shit and seeking to take your livelihood, man. And that's something that we're all experienced. We've all experienced mocking and scoffing and people, saying shit and doing shit unto us because of the truth that we speak. They think we crazy. If they don't have the spirit of the true power upon them, everything that we're saying they don't agree with unless it has something to do with prosperity. If we got out here just talking about, kingdom, this and what we're gonna receive, and the streets paved with gold, all them folks, our people ears gonna perk up and they gonna love that. But once we tell them, hey, you can't do this, you can't eat abominable things and just get away with it, you can't just commit adultery, the name of the Lord is very important. You just can't call the Lord whatever the hell you want to call him. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh, who the world, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly just calls God, and Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. You just can't call the Lord they whatever you want. They get pissy. And we're going to see the full manifestation of that pissiness here pretty soon in relation to that adversity. And guess what, Akim? That is when we're going to know who our brothers are, friends. All right, our brothers are also our friends. You're going to see that the men and the women of Yahweh Shem Hashai is going to be with you. All right, we're going to be with you no matter what, long as we are, these men, women, and children who we believe ourselves to be, or that hopeful elect. We're going to pass these tests, man, of adversity, or that fiery furnace, man, to try us like, fine gold. All right, so we have to remember that, because it's coming down the pipeline, and the spirit is on me heavy right now to continue to warn my brothers, man, that adversity from your family is coming. All right. And strangers gonna seek to do you harm, but it's your family that's gonna be a shocker for some of you brothers. And listen to all brothers, man, that can testify, of certain things. The brother that had got severely burned, man, that was a testimony that brother had of fear of the Lord, man. Burned him real bad. If brothers remember, it's one of our brothers, man. He had I don't remember exactly what happened to the brother. Accident. I don't know if it was a grease fire, maybe something in his home, or if he was at work. But he was testifying, man, and he showed us all, how badly he was burned, man. And the whole point of that was for us to continue to move in the fear of Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashai, because we don't remember what we did to offend the Lord in our past lives. And some things we don't realize what we're doing in this life, man. And our next step could be our last, man. We are still subject to extreme judgment from Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashai. So listen to that, brother. When brothers are testifying, to the other side of the Lord, we testify to, the blessings that we receive. But we also right now, it's more bad than good. It's more bad than good. So we moving in that fear. Listen to what the Lord has me saying concerning my family, because it will have you damn near suicidal, boy. Suicidal, homicidal for sure. Ready to, more the latter than the spirit I had of me to take my own life. I was willing to, cause extreme harm to some of these people who done turned their back on me that I thought was with me. It'll have you absolutely furious, man. Have you pacing in your dwelling place day in, day out, waiting on that revenge, thinking about how you could get back at these people, man. But hey, the Lord said vengeance is his. We gotta wait on Yahweh Shem Hawashai for that revenge, man, because everybody's gonna F us over besides the Lord's hopeful elect. Everybody. They all gonna take their mark of the beast, and they gonna see, because we're gonna be deemed as terrorists. We're gonna be deemed as difficult. We the reason why all these things are happening, the shit with the migrants and things like that, they'll just lump us in the same category as these migrants that's around here stealing and robbing and raping and all that shit. We'll be in the same category. Your boy Vocab Malone already got his video spliced together, then got it edited real nice. And not just him. Look at AI, man. Look at this AI shit. That's something that we have to be circumspect about. That's why Lord taught us to not be ignorant of Satan's devices. AI, that's gonna be another stumbling block, man, for these people, because it's nothing for them to use that AI technology and to do whatever the hell they want with it. They can put my face and Apostle from all the way up to my little old me, all right, all the way up to Apostle Tahar, put his face and just say anything that they can want. We're seeing how this technology goes, man. You can make a person look like they're saying or look like a person is somewhere that they're not. It's crazy. You think they're not gonna do that? Collectively, that AI plus the splicing videos together, all they gonna do is make a compilation video and splice it together. Talking about the white man, the grape doctrine. You already know, man. And we just have to be prepared for that. And again, just you have to find this inner peace as it relates to what you believe in, because to a certain degree we're not going to be able to hold each other's hands during this time of great tribulation. We got to carry our own cross and really show forth our own faith. So when the Lord brings our end, he's going to bring a collective storm for us, the hopeful elect, but there's also going to be our own individual storms. We have to be able to see and hear our shepherd, all right, especially here, hear the shepherd. And when the noise of that storm and that tempest is constantly around us, we have to make sure that we're able to still hear the shepherd. And it is going to be that rock, which is Yahweh Shai, which our faith will be found upon. All right. And we're just going to move towards that. Whether they're beating us down, we're just going to be thinking about Yahweh Shai. Remember what he went through. Remember, the servant is not greater than the master. This is it. This is what we came for. They didn't put their hands on us. It's just a matter of time. And that's, oh my goodness. Call out Yahweh Shema Shai. Once we get to the point of that persecution, every brother knows, oh man, it's just a matter of time for Yahweh Shai come back. This is it. This is the end of the book. This is the end of the book. This is the end of the story. This is the part where they persecute the saints. All right. And this is the part, where, at some point, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. Hey, the Lord got to get us or we're all going to die. They're just going to kill us all. So some brothers are going to be martyred, but some brothers got to be delivered. So we all can't die. Every brother can't die. The Lord has to come, rescue us. So we have to get to that point. Let's get to that point of that tribulation, that adversity, and the hell with the rest of these people. This tribulation, this adversity, will know who the Lord's hopeful elect, during this time, because everyone is going to manifest. All the spirits, if you got spirits, it's going to manifest. That pressure, it's either going to bust pipes and it's going to show us that you're not one of us, or it's going to, produce diamonds, and we'll see that you are a true brother, a true believer, a true sister, all right, serving Yahweh Shema Shai, predestined in relation Romans 8:29, man. So let's prepare, man. Let's get ready. Let's get our minds ready for this great tribulation, because they coming, man. These idiots, they hate us, and we're about to see that. We don't see the full, because things are kind of normal right now. Come on, man. Some days it be going down when the storm came and stuff like that, or the migrant shit was real, it was cranking up. And I look at today, this is Friday, and I'm telling you, man, today seems like a regular motherfucking day, boy. If you didn't know prophecy, if you didn't have the spirit of the Lord, I will tell you, it like just a nice day, nice outside, sun shining, weather kind of good, ain't too hot, not too cold. You wouldn't even think we're at the end of the world, man. You would think it's just regular time, man. But hey, we believe and we gotta push, man. We gotta push. So it ain't no regular time. We do believe that these are the last days. There's a lot of things happening, and we have to watch, because that's what that entertainment and that folly is for, is to keep the people docile and not really knowing what's going on, not really seeing. Nations are at war. Babylon the Great is getting involved in these wars, and pretty soon we'll see the full manifestation of prophecy. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.